Tableya to making artisan chocolates. What personally inspired you to do that?
I grew up making tableya. Honestly, like I was asking my mom why the Philippines are only making tableya. But we can make chocolates because we have a lot of cacao in the Philippines and Bohol, especially we have at the back of our house. So I told her like we need to make the chocolate, like bean to bar chocolate, not only tableya, because like not everyone knows what tableya is. Like after my study, my studies in Belgium, they said like that's the purest chocolate that you can get. But in the Philippines, we don't eat that because it's too bitter for us, and that should be more expensive chocolate. And they don't even know what's tableya, so they know only chocolate. So that's the dark chocolate, 100% dark chocolate. So for my artisanal chocolate, I make different varieties, 75%, 65%, and with mint, chili, coconut. And yeah, the plain one.
So how do you feel the people in the Philippines or even outside the country responding to the artisan products or artisan chocolates that you're making originally from Bohol?
They were surprised. Not only Bohol, actually, it's the whole Philippines, because we're not known as a chocolate maker country. So they only know that we have coffee, but not really the cacao. That's why the industry now is really small, and mostly all the chocolate makers are millennials because we wanted to change the world, help the community and all. And then the response really in the international market is really, it's a big potential for the industry, for the Philippines, for the cacao industry in the Philippines. So, but the challenge is we need to encourage more farmers to plant more cacao, and at the same time inspire them like they're part of the family, they're part of the industry, not just like they're just like farmers, but they're really like making money. They need to be an agripreneur, not only like farming, and then that there's a like a misconception about farmers don't have even money. They should have get money first before the producer, before the manufacturer. So that's why we need to cut even the trader. So we need to work directly to the farmer. In Bohol, cacao tree is just normal at the back of each household. So we don't value that much because we just get the cacao and make tablea out of it for personal consumption. So hindi ganon ka like high value crop yung cacao dito. Kasi it's just common.
So hindi nila alam talaga na it's like a gold
No.
at their backyard. And you opening a lot of doors for the cacao that's in Bohol. I know that you've been exhibiting in other parts of the world. And like chocolate lovers are loving your chocolates. I remember na sold out yung chocolates mo 3 days, no?
Yes.
During the exhibit in Paris. So coming back here and letting or telling the farmers that their chocolates are literally gold mine sitting in their backyard. Ano yung response nila? How they are looking at chocolates right now or the cacao farming in Bohol right now?
Actually, also from that, I named my social enterprise as Ginto Chocolates because of gold. Like I want them to realize that in Bohol we have the gold cacao, which is the criollo. And then after the exhibit in Paris, I told them like I sold out my chocolates for 3 days out of the 5 days, and I told them like good job, great job, because we're already known not only for the chocolate hills, because a lot of Europeans visited my booth and they visited Bohol, but they didn't know that we have chocolate. Yeah, and they're always telling me like, oh, I visited Chocolate Hills, but I didn't know my chocolates pala doon. So, and then sila din, they're also working hard when I told them na we have a big potential to really bring Bohol chocolate to the world. But not only that, not only chocolate, but maybe soon, 5 years from now, we can export the beans from the farmers here, from the community, and bring it to Europe or in the US and other chocolate makers all over the world.
So do you see right now a lot more farmers doing cacao farming because of the potential that you were able to communicate to them after opening a lot of doors and opportunities for cacao farming in Bohol?
Yeah, I can really see that a lot of farmers are really interested in the cacao nowadays because they can see really the growth, the growing industry of cacao in the Philippines. At the same time, like a lot of OFW that wanted to invest in the Philippines and giving back to the community. So they're going back to the agriculture and they can see
This is good.
we can get money on cacao. But cacao coffee is one of the priority crop of the Philippines right now. So I think 5 years from now will be a lot of farmers, cacao farmers, but not only old farmers, but also young farmers, the millennials, should be inspired on the community itself, like growing cacao, making chocolates. Everyone loves chocolate.
Yes.
So,
I agree.
but we have a lot of cacao, but we don't really get the value on the cacao tree that we have here. That's why we need to inspire them more.
So you mentioned that before, yung mga Boholano, they have cacao in their backyard.
Yeah.
And then wala talaga silang mindset of parang making it as a main source of their livelihood.
Yeah.
And then you came, you created and made artisan chocolates. And now we have another big problem, right?
Yeah. Actually, the problem, like, because they're inspired, they planted cacao, and I told them, like, we need to produce more because the supply and demand, maraming demand, konti lang yung supply. Because yun nga, like, the farmers here in Bohol, it's just like, they're not really thinking of, like, earning or getting income on the cacao.
Yes.
It's just common tree that you can see every day and make tableya out of it.
But with the demand of the artisan chocolates that you're making, do you feel na medyo ngayon kulang na sa supply and then you have to inspire more farmers to go into cacao
Yeah,
farming?
the big challenge now that I'm making chocolates is the sustainability. That's why part of me like was thinking that I need really to inspire them more and talk to farmers more in different part of Bohol to plant more cacao and to grow it really good and produce good quality beans for my chocolate. And also, maybe we can export our chocolates also to internationally. If we can get more demand, they also get more demand. So
They make more money.
Yeah, and they
so to
more
speak.
yeah, and they make more money if we have the big demand for the chocolate and the cacao.